So before our break, you guys confronted the Goliath leader and faced him by himself and actually brought the giant down pretty quickly. But, of course, he was going to face you one on one. The rest of the tribe decided, fuck that. When you brought him down, they wanted a piece of that action too.
They have no honor.
None. Thankfully, your good buddies, the old Bakeneko, showed up and covered you while you ran into the temple. After doing a little bit of healing, you guys have finally, I think, figured out your order of march, and that is where we pick up now.
Oh, I really hope they didn't kill the one that was crushing on our monk.
We need to keep her around for the monk's sake.
It'll be sad.
Okay, so Vlad is going to...
One true love and he lost her so young.
I do not believe my creator gave me a penis when he made me a construct.
We can fix that. We can fix that in post.
That doesn't mean you haven't got a tongue.
Well, if
give
you
him,
turn out to be a cat
give him
lady,
a software update.
She turned out to be a cat lady, so I don't think he had a shot.
All right, what's Vlad doing?
He's going to proceed to the bottom of the steps, and he's going to try to detect traps, and that's line of sight, so it should extend to about here. 50 feet.
Now, the verbiage on that is that you can sense them, but you don't know where they are. Is that correct?
Let's see. Sense the presence. Anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect. An alarm, a warding, or a mechanical trap, but would not reveal a natural weakness, an unstable ceiling, a hidden sinkhole. Merely reveals that a trap is present. Do not learn the location, but do learn the general nature of it. So it would have to be an intentional trap, not a natural fault.
Okay. As you look around, you don't have hair on the back of your neck because you're a dragonborn. But you get this sensation that there are absolutely traps in this room. And you look at this pillar that's knocked down to the ground right here, and you actually see a bolt sticking out of it, which kind of gives you a hint to the nature of the trap.
Okay, so I'm going to inform the party. Oh, there is definitely a trap. Something to do with this pillar, perhaps. I do not know more than that, but I would like to roll perception.
Okay. Perception or investigation, whichever you prefer.
Let's see. Perception is a
Investigate.
+5. So for me, perception is a +5, investigation is a +1. So we're going to go with, well, not that it matters.
Can I investigate with him?
Yep, absolutely.
Can I just use my passive perception of 15 just to kind of get a cursory feeling of what the room is like?
Yep.
Passive perception of 20.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I'm a bard. I'm good at everything. What can I say?
Apparently.
So is it an 8 or 18?
8. So you take the number on the left.
Okay. So 8. I did not do much better.
What are we doing? Perception?
Or investigation, whichever you prefer.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go with perception. I've got the better bonus.
Let's
No,
make
my
it a
passive
roll.
perception is 16. Does that have any effect on it?
I'm sorry, 16 to what?
My passive perception is 16. Would that have any effect on my roll?
No, because it looks like you did roll a 16.
Yeah,
So,
just by coincidence, but...
So yeah, your passive is basically just you're not actively trying. That's just what it is naturally. So you walk into a room.
That's my guaranteed minimum.
Yep.
Yes, pretty much.
And
I'd
that
like to
is
take my
for our newer players, and also a reminder to our older players, that is kind of my rule as well. Like, if you roll less than your passive, just tell me your passive. Like, you cannot be less perceptive than your
My
passive.
passive 10.
Yeah. Just go ahead and use my passive because I rolled horribly.
Okay.
I got 16 on that anyway.
There you
I'd like to take the nat 20 as opposed to the dirty 12.
Bet.
So I want to pull that bolt out of the pillar and throw it down the hall to see what happens.
Okay. Let's resolve the perception checks first. Everybody ping where you're looking and move your tokens to where you want them to be standing. So that bolt was over here.
Probably be out
So
there.
Rosie, I will put you where it is.
Oops, that's not the right button.
Okay, Vlad, I saw your
Oh,
ping
beautiful.
over
That's the
here.
wrong direction.
Yeah, but I'd prefer to stand where I am.
Yeah, with your 25, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, I'm pinging right there at the
Okay.
steps that way.
I mean, I'd be in a central position, but looking north,
Yes.
just scoping out.
Okay. So if everybody's in position, all right. Most of you guys really, you just see that it's a dilapidated old room, various different shades in the tiles on the floor. Like, it's hard to recognize any kind of pattern per se, though a few of the tiles do look a little bit different. Kreth and Vlad, you guys, with your perception, you guys realize that that bolt that's stuck in the pillar right here came from this direction, meaning it was shot from the wall. And you also realize that this tile that's broken sits just a little bit lower than the rest.
Okay, so
Hey, real quick, just a heads up. Me and Davis both had a breaker trip on us, so both of us lost internet, and my computer turned off for a sec. So
Oh boy.
yeah, I heard you
yeah,
guys drop.
currently rebooting and trying to get back.
Okay.
I wonder what all those bloops were.
They're shooting the cans. Stay away from the cans.
Do we want to pause for a second and let them get back online?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
All good.
1,000 apologies.
No, you can't control it.
Are you guys back on?
Well, actually, I can control it. I just didn't expect it to happen.
Okay. How did you pop your breaker?
Well, we live in a trailer house,
Okay.
and apparently I was running my computer and my window AC at the same time.
How dare you?
I turned everything else off. The 2 fans I've got going, the lights, everything. It was just my TV, my computer, and my AC unit.
How
So a murder hobo mansion.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Let's put in a
So, yeah.
50 amp breaker. It definitely won't burn your house down.
And you'll start a fire.
Well,
The breaker panel is in my room, so I'd rather not.
It would be nice to be able to run that without sending half the house into a meltdown.
Just stick you some nails in there instead of breaker. It'll be all right.
So has the dodgy floor tile been relayed to the group?
Yeah,
I
so is
heard a
everyone-
little bit about it.
Okay, so is everyone back on now?
I'm on Discord. My computer's still booting up, so it'll take me just a sec. But I'm good to just kind of sit back and participate where I can.
Okay. So
And
just
so
a quick
Vlad-
recap. Yeah, go ahead. Take it away.
Yeah, Vlad will inform the team. Oh no! There are projectiles at least in the left wall, and also this broken tile appears to have been a booby trap. We must tread carefully.
Booby.
Booby.
Okay, Jim. Booby trap, eh? What do you
That's
say
what
we
I
trigger
said.
it and we leave it triggered? Then it can't get us.
Domo
That's what he said,
arigato,
booty
Mr.
twat.
Roboto. Domo.
I mean, Billy could just pick up a reasonably sized rock and throw it and have it land on that square, which would trigger whatever it is, and then it wouldn't be able to fire a second time because the trigger wouldn't be released.
Let us all throw rocks at the floor.
There's a problem with that. There's more than one trigger.
Well, then we get them all. I mean, there's plenty of rocks.
Yeah. I prefer
So-
not shish kebabbed.
It seems from the overhead view, and I don't know if we would pick this up with perception or not, but it seems like some of these tiles have a round circle on them, and the rest do not. So
Yeah, and
You and Kreth definitely picked up on that.
I'm thinking these broken pillars, I could just walk on the broken pillars and jump to the broken pillar stumps and kind of get over here without actually walking on the floor.
Just don't fucking step on the tiles of the marks, and we should be fine.
I mean, because I step here, then jump here, then jump here. But I don't know if that's actually a passage or not.
So
I think we should throw rocks at this tile and see what happens.
ping that tile again for me. Okay.
Yeah. Before he does that, can I duck down right here?
Yep. Go for it.
So I'm gonna hop up here, and step down here, and duck.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna lay that way, like
I'm
parallel.
also going.
Okay.
I'm
He's
going to
gonna-
move slightly before you do. I'm going to go, whoa, laddie, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me at least get up here.
Okay.
Should I roll an attack against the tile?
Yes, sir.
What's the AC of that tile?
Come on.
What's your plus to hit?
Let's see. Plus to hit.
Well, it'd be a
Plus
skill
seven.
check, wouldn't it?
Okay. So you grab a rock and you kind of you try to Hail Mary, high arc it. And it lands a little bit short, but it does roll onto the tile. And when it rolls onto the tile, you see the tile sink just about a half an inch, and you hear click, and then as a little bolt flies out from this wall and sticks into this one.
Woo!
Oh,
So
I'm
close.
fucking glad I moved. Right, so it looks like they shoot from left to right.
Net torque.
We should perhaps not step on these marked tiles.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna, stand up and just look shocked.
Okay, Vlad is going to attempt to make his way here through the middle.
Okay.
along with his trusty doppelganger friend.
Torque's gonna
Yeah.
follow behind. Torque's gonna follow behind, trying to step in the exact same spots.
Yeah, Billy's going to follow, being careful with his footing.
Ditto.
I'm going to follow, avoiding all the traps I see.
How long does wild shape last for?
For a
Well,
while,
sorry.
and now I think
How long does what last for?
Wild shape.
Oh, I don't know.
How long does he get to be an Animorph?
Hey, bare minimum a minute, but I don't know how long exactly.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I don't know if we're doing 15, like 2015 or 2025 rules.
2014. Like there's
2014, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so if I wild shape and I take damage, I would basically pop back up with full health in my robot form, right?
I believe that's how those rules go, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and activate Thorn mode then.
Oh, Thorn Node. Ba-ba-da-ba. There you go. Thorn mode
Appreciate it.
activated.
So basically, what you see is Rosie transform mechanically into a giant robot tiger.
Robots in disguise.
Wow. She's more than meets the eye.
But does she do windows?
Good news is now I'm not really so much worried about trap.
All right. So, Slide is going to continue to move forward
Okay.
into this room with the doppelganger following. And he's going to sidestep this because it looks shady.
Okay.
And he's also going to call back. He's also going to call back to the party that he thinks that tile looks shady.
All right, so Tim, in
Yeah.
tiger form, my dark vision doubles to 60 feet.
Okay. Let me. Yep, I've got you at 60 feet.
All right. I have advantage on wisdom checks / perception checks, but I rely on smell.
Okay. All right. So, give me a perception check, but don't tell me just yet while you roll those dice. Vlad, as you step into this room, you notice over Mia, these different colored
Ping it
tiles.
again. Ping it again.
This black square
Okay.
over here with the odd colored tiles. Give me a perception check on that. Okay. With a 23, you realize that that is a slide puzzle.
Oh, feck.
All right, now, Mort, what'd you get for that perception?
18.
You smell something very, very off. Like, you just, this is your first time taking this form around Vlad and his doppelganger, but the doppelganger smell just seems so much more pungent than it should. And there's a hint of oil?
I'm gonna like crouch down and like sniff and stare at it and kind of let out like a low meow like not aggressive, but like definitely drawing attention, kind of like that baby cry that cats can do, you know?
Okay. Does anybody react to that?
Yeah, doppelganger rolls perception.
With a passive perception of 10, do I?
I'd look to see why he's doing that, but I don't think I'd react in any other way.
Okay, the doppelganger understands that Rosie's trying to communicate that something isn't right.
Orc's just gonna look at Rosie strangely, like what the fuck? Is that the noise that's being made?
Yep, I'm gonna scratch at the ground and like keep like doing that and getting like more and more distressed sounding.
All right, let's roll perception for Vlad and see if he picks up on
Orc's
it.
gonna walk over and just say, "What's going on, kitty?"
Okay,
I'm gonna sneeze. No, like,
I don't speak. I don't speak feline.
Vlad, your doppelganger begins sniffing at the air, and that draws your attention to the air. You take a few good sniffs. You definitely pick up the scent of oil in this room.
But any idea of like what it is, where the direction is? Is it flammable? Is it a threat? Like anything like that?
I'm sorry, there wasn't a bathroom on the way in, okay?
Well, unfortunately, your sense of
everybody-
smell is not quite keen enough to determine that.
with everybody who can now speak alerted to the smell, I'm gonna start trying to sniff around, avoiding the booby trap tiles, and see if I can track where the scent's coming from.
Okay, so
I don't know. As a goat, would Billy be sensitive to it?
give me a perception check. Let's see if he sniffs anything out.
Absent-mindedly,
He's always on the lookout for food.
I would like to investigate
18.
this wall right here.
Okay. So, that's actually not a wall. That's just an archway. It leads to another room. Now, Scotty,
okay.
with that 18, you start to pick up on the scent of oil coming from the room that Vlad is in as well.
Am I able to pinpoint it to a quadrant?
Not really. That smell seems to be coming from the entire room.
Right, okay. So it's not a leaky robot in one corner, it's the entire room that stinks of it.
No one light a match.
Could be 4 leaky robots in each corner of the room.
Ah, but what about the center? What are the odds of 4 robots all springing a leak at the same time?
Very low.
I want to that vault sprung a leak when it hit.
Can I investigate the liquid to see if I recognize it?
Everybody's smelling it, but nobody has actually seen it.
Oh, I thought they saw it on the floor.
Nope.
Okay, as I'm in cat form, I want to try to see if I can find a puddle of it and give it a lick.
Okay.
Stop licking that damn thing.
Give me perception.
All right.
Or nature. Or survival.
I mean, I don't really have survival skills as a tiger. I just have perception and stealth.
Okay.
So my perception would be, this isn't smell, right?
It is smell. Yep.
Okay, so I get to roll one more time. Ooh, nat 20.
Nice.
I love advantage because the first time was a 9.
So when you come into the room that Vlad is in, it's really, really hard for you to pinpoint where that smell of oil is coming from, because it seems to be coming from every single statue in this room.
Yeah, I'm gonna like growl at the statuary. I'm gonna growl at it and like
It's not
make
that
like
ugly.
I'm gonna make like the after I growl to kind of let everybody know that I'm thinking, even as a dumb tiger, that this is fire breathing statues. So roar.
Roar.
Roar, grr, boom, roar.
Just be glad I didn't choose to be a robot bear, because I just would have hibernated right now.
Good thing no one wanted to light a torch.
Okay, so if we're assuming similar stuff here, it should be proficient in tracking. So can Vlad ask it to track, see what it can find?
Yeah.
All right.
So am I tracking?
Essentially, yeah, that's what you and the doppelganger are doing. And the doppelganger has the same results as Rosie. It tracks the smell of oil to each statue in this room.
Too bad I can't use magic in this form. I would just shoot out fire and just catch everything on fire. But oh well.
That might not be a good idea. Those statues could just be the release point. Flood the room with oil and then send a firebolt from the ceiling. We're all fucked.
Yeah, but if I detonate it when everybody's outside the room, the oil burns off and the trap's disarmed.
And then we wait 3 hours for the fire to go out. If it
Well,
does.
No, I got gust of wind. I can blow the fire out.
That works.
But I have to unwild shape. So I don't know if y'all want me to stay in this form. So we kind of got extra like smelling perception that would have like helped us this trap, or y'all want to like figure out y'all's own way to disarm the firebomb trap.
I'm proficient with firearm shit.
I mean, we don't know for sure that it is a fire trap. It's weird what the statues.
No, but if there were booby traps in here, it makes sense with the smell of oil.
That's a good point. We should test for trap.
Well, let me move back, and then y'all can throw a rock.
I mean, I'm sure that the worst they were thinking was not to make anal easier. They're obviously going to do something even worse with the oil.
Okay, so let me detect traps again.
Okay. There are definitely traps in this room. And just like last time, you feel confident that the squares with circles are those traps, are the triggers.
All right, maybe we should throw another rock.
All these squares make a circle.
I'm gonna move back to here. So
I'm moving back as well.
I'm actually gonna, that way. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be slightly around the corner because otherwise that's just going to blast me back 50 feet.
Okay, so
That's the
which...
business end of the cannon.
Fool me once, shame on you, Tim. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Which tile are you throwing a rock at, Vlad?
All right, I'm also going to back up, and I'm going to throw a rock at this one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack for me.
Oh wait, hold on, let me do it properly. I guess that would be. I mean, I guess I can roll anything, right?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
You can do it.
Okay, with a 14, that's absolutely plenty. So you chuck a rock, and this time it lands dead center of the tile. And as it lands on the tile, the circle opens up. It slides open, and a gout of flame shoots straight up in about a 10-foot area.
Flame bidet! Flame bidet!
And after a couple of seconds, the circle closes back again, extinguishing the fire.
Well, it seems that we can proceed as long as we watch our steps.
Throw one on the other tile just to make sure that it's not a double trap.
You gonna throw another
Anyone?
rock?
Let's throw. Let's see. Let's throw one at. Yeah, I guess we'll throw one at here.
Okay. All right, same thing. Rock lands on the pressure plate. Pressure plate sinks down half an inch. The circle opens back up, and on this tile this time, and another gout of flame just shoots up for a few seconds before the circle closes, extinguishing the flame.
All right.
All right, so Vlad is going to carefully step in the room on the left side here. And his doppelganger is going to come with him, and they're going to avoid the marked tiles.
I'm going to follow in his footsteps.
Okay.
I will be
Now that
right behind them as well.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
like
be-
being lined up like this, but oh well.
I'm going to be directly behind, basically following in a.
Like a lion.
I'd like to do a perception check.
Not a
on
lion, a tiger.
That.
Okay. Do it.
Let me see here.
It's a very ornate statue.
Told you not to lock this.
Hmm.
Did you hear that?
Did we lose someone?
I think you have to
You
be
heard,
out.
you heard the banging. That was my dogs.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm here. There's just gunshots in the neighborhood, apparently.
Oh, sweet. That's a good time.
No, I have an alibi.
You said what?
Yeah, hold on. I'll be right back. My dogs broke out of their fucking kennel.
Okay, do what you gotta do.
So as we're going past that other round-shaped room, do we notice that there's like a trap right there before we go into it?
Vlad did call out the tiles, so yes.
Okay, because with that trap being there, there might be something good in here. So can I double back and try to jump over that and land right here?
Absolutely. I'm not gonna make you roll anything because that's only like a 5-foot jump. I'm pretty sure you can make that.
Yeah, I was going to say my tiger's pretty dexterous. That's why I switched into the tiger form.
Yeah.
Better senses and better ability to move during traps. So,
Yep.
all right. So I'm going to sniff around the room and see if I notice anything.
That displacer beast smell seems
Yeah.
a little bit stronger.
Ooh, I'm going to let out like a roar and kind of get some people's attention. But at the same time, I'm going to make sure like they notice there's a trap right before you enter the room. but I'm going to let out roars and like try to get everybody's attention, like loud.
Cody's gonna go, "What's up, lassie? Is Timmy falling down that fecking well again?"
I'm just going to turn my head and look at you sideways.
That quizzical look.
Yeah, that cat. Like I'm still a cat, so like I don't care about none of y'all. If y'all die, I'm eating your eyeballs, kind of look. All right. So yeah, basically, I'm going to move into the room right here and try to get everybody like a bit, like let them come through that opening because I think this is kind of where we need to be at
Okay.
because I smell danger.
I'm gonna follow in. I take it I'd be able to make the jump as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll follow into the room.
Yeah.
Or
Alaris will too.
whatever it is.
Before I follow, I'm going to investigate this area here.
Can I sniff around to see if I can track that super strong spacer beast to figure out which of these 3 openings it's coming from?
Yes. While you roll those dice, I will resolve with Vlad. Vlad, as you look around in this area, it's like like 3 small steps right underneath this little column type deal. So those are pillars holding up a decorative like half circle. So it's purely decorative. There's no real structural value. But beneath it is about 3 steps up, leading to the golden sarcophagus, which is flanked by 5 more of those oil-smelling statues. Give me a perception check.
There we go.
You see in the ceiling above the sarcophagus, at each corner of the sarcophagus, there's a chain with a hook protruding from the ceiling. The chains don't hang down very far, but it does look like they recess, perhaps even coil up inside the ceiling.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Now,
I'm gonna, but Torque's gonna just attach himself basically to Vlad.
Okay. Now, Mort, for Rosie, go ahead and tell me what you rolled.
21.
Okay. So, the scent seems to be equally distributed between this passageway and this passageway.
Can I get any kind of like nasal Doppler effect to see if it's like an older scent that's strong or equally like same time smell?
Same time smell. It's fresh.
Okay, so I'm gonna like look at both entrances and like growl and like tense up, like how cats hiss when like dogs come around.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna look at both entrances and do that.
Okay. Kreth and Eurypterid, what are you guys doing? We haven't heard from y'all yet.
Well, I only just got my shit back working again.
Okay. So, in case you missed anything, Rosie is smelling a doppelganger from this room. Vlad and Torque are noticing mechanical devices near this sarcophagus, and there's a slide puzzle in the middle of the floor here. And the statues along the walls all smell like oil.
And also the tiles with the circles spit fire in a 10-foot radius.
Yeah,
Got
it's a
one.
fire bidet. Don't use
Well, I think I would just fucking walk around the fucking slide puzzles because I don't fuck with those personally. And just go back up these guys and see what they're staring at with a sarcophagus.
Okay, Eurypterid, what are you doing?
Well, part of me wants to go check out that passage back there, but I know exactly what will happen if I suggest we split up.
it. Yeah, we're not doing that.
So
It'll happen. We'll split up.
So I am going to attempt to solve the slide puzzle.
Okay. And if you guys get too stuck, I do have a hint for y'all.
I mean, I'm going to come back around and jump over this just because I want to watch the puzzle get solved, but I have no thumbs, so I'm not going to actually be able to help solve it.
Okay.
Aw, kitty kitty, gonna watch me.
All right, well, while he's solving that, Vlad's going to carefully step up on the platform and further investigate this sarcophagus.
Okay.
Can we touch the sarcophagus?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I would like to use identify.
Okay.
Set a level 1.
Okay. Is there any kind of role involved with that, or?
No, it's just touch detection.
Okay.
It's just if the item or some other magic compute object, as I touch it, I learn its properties and how to use it, whether it requires attunement to use or how many charges it has, if any. And I learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. Or if it was created by a spell.
Okay.
And I learned the spell that created it.
So what you discover is it is a mundane sarcophagus, though it is very elaborately and beautifully done. The depiction on the sarcophagus, you're pretty sure is some kind of god, but you don't really know who per se.
Oh, great. So I used a spell slot to tell me what my eyes would tell me.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, well, you know what? It was worth it.
Well, what is my investigation?
Was it?
I'm going to relay that information to Vlad. I'll just say, well, it's not magical. Whatever the sarcophagus, anyway.
I would like to, without going too
Whoa.
in depth and fucking with it too much, I would like to investigate the sarcophagus. See anything noteworthy, whether it be, maybe it's booby trapped or anything, or maybe there's hidden messages or whatever on it.
Yeah, investigate away.
All right, so
Okay,
investigate,
I
which
think
is a
that's all.
+5, and I'm going to also use guidance, so that's a +4, or 1d4. So 14 plus a d4. Oh, damn it. Okay, so 17. Should I do... I could do Bardic Inspiration. I gave that to myself earlier. Yes, Bardic Inspiration. There's something else I could do.
Okay, someone else is manipulating the puzzle because pieces are moving on top of each other.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
So I got a 23. 23 on the investigation.
Okay, Eurypterid, pause working on that puzzle for me. Okay, Kreth, what were you trying to glean about this statue? Or the sarcophagus?
Just to see if it was either trapped or if there was maybe something hidden about it, whether it be like a hidden lever or switch or something of the sort.
Okay, so with that 23, you realize that it's not trapped. It is solid. It does not open. And it seems to be recessed in the ground just a little bit, like maybe a quarter inch. But before you can do anything about that, you all hear stone on stone and this weird noise as this statue, its eyes light up and it begins to stand up off of its throne. Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, fucking great.
18. Woohoo! Better decks.
15. 16.14.
Better than 16, I guess.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it rounds down.
His initiative will never not be funny to me.
I know, kitty cat.
Yeah, how does
So-
my initiative go to plus 2.14?
No clue.
Okay.
Oh,
The
excuse
guy,
me.
Just screwed everything up.
Initiative fairy is your friend, so it gives you a little extra.
Okay, that's everybody. Alright, so Vlad got a 12. Torque got an 8. Okay, now Polaris and the statue. Okay,
Weak.
Scotty. 21. Okay, that's everybody. All right. Scotty, it looks like you are up first.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is use my bonus action to rage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run out, being careful to jump over the one with the spot.
Okay.
And I'm just going to charge at it swinging.
Alrighty.
I'm going to aim for the knees, actually.
Aiming directly for the knees.
Yep.
I got plenty. Gotcha. Go ahead and roll me an attack. Okay, so that's not quite enough to hit the knee. But, well, not quite enough to actually do damage. You bring your axe down on its knee, and you hit solid frickin' stone, and the reverberation, the impact of the hit, just vibrates back up the haft of the axe and up your arms. Kind of hurts your elbows a little bit, and you do chip a little bit of stone off, but you don't feel like you really did any damage to this thing.
Right, I've got a second attack, haven't I?
Yep.
So I'll do the same again and go, it's like that, is it? I see. I'll take another swing.
Okay.
That one wasn't any better.
Nope. Same kind of deal. You knock a chip off of it, but otherwise don't really do any damage.
Tough wee beastie.
All right. Rose, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna move here, and since I moved plus 20, more than 20 feet, it was like 35 feet. If I make this claw attack, I get to pounce it as well. So
Okay.
I'm gonna make a claw attack.
Do it up.
12 plus proficiency 16.
Not quite enough. You do flake a little bit of stone off, but you don't really feel like you did any damage.
All right, that's my attack with the tiger.
Okay, Eurypterid. Do you want to keep working on that puzzle?
Well, this thing seems to be pure stone, and I don't know what my fists could really do.
Okay.
You
So
mentioned there's a clue. So
if you do want to keep working on the puzzle, you can move 5 tiles per turn.
Hmm.
and there's a clue.
To the puzzle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will show you guys that clue right now. This is what it should look like when completed.
Easy.
Oh, that's what the image is. Right.
That's
Well, that helps a lot.
It's a little disconcerting, but
That is not what I got from what I'm seeing on the floor.
I mean, it's just a dragon. Nothing scary about a dragon at all.
Oh, so can you also rotate the squares?
No.
Stop.
No.
You should not have to rotate the squares. You should be able to just
Oh, the image is just
slide them.
sideways. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Can you
I
show us
guess
one more
in the
time?
shape of the room, it makes sense. But of course, in my mind, it's like it should be up and down.
Yeah.
You show
Okay,
us one
something
more time?
happened, and I do not know how to get rid of that measure.
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell you just did.
What is
Damn, that's impressive. How did you do that?
I have no fucking idea.
So
But I think I got rid of it.
yeah, looks like it. So I'm guessing you had linger selected.
No, it's been on instant. It might have been when you swapped it. I was still measuring when you swapped the picture.
Oh yeah, maybe. Okay,
That might have been.
that makes sense. Okay,
So
so
I would say one of the square images was moved into another one. I noticed.
yeah.
So now there's 2 open spaces.
It's gonna be the one. It's gonna be this one.
I think it's that one from what I saw.
That one's gonna move to right there, and that's gonna have to move up.
No,
Guess not. Where'd it go?
'cause
This one,
There it is.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
this one goes to there. There goes to there. Everybody goes to this way, and we just take it off the map. We all right.
There we go.
Okay. So, what you gonna do, Eurypterid?
I want to run at the statue and baseball slide into his feet.
Okay.
Like it.
Give me a athletics or acrobatics check.
It's a distance of about 35 feet.
Okay. Make that check with advantage.
Okay, and you said athletics or acrobatics?
Yep, whichever you prefer.
They're both +6, so
So both are good for a moment.
nat 20.
Oh, and a nat 20 on top of it. Nice.
Awesome. Okay.
Barely make it.
Okay.
Nat
So
20 +6.
let's see. Rose and and Scotty, give me dex saves.
Oh shit.
Timber.
A whopping 4 for me.
Oh boy.
13 for me.
Okay, so Scotty, you get out of the way. This statue comes falling down as Eurypterid trips it. And let me see. Scotty, you don't take any damage from this. But Rose, you're going to take 10 points of damage as this statue falls directly on you.
Okay.
Death by snoo.
I'm so sorry, kitty. I did not mean
I'm still
to
good.
hurt you.
The worst thing that happens is I just pop back up as Rose.
So
I got 9 freaking lives. You'll be fine.
So with that, you are technically grappled because you are pinned beneath this statue. So
That's fine.
anything else you
What's the
recommend?
statue made out of? What's the statue made out of?
Stone.
Okay.
I wish the statue is prone, therefore he would also have disadvantage, right?
Yes. Giving you advantage on attacks.
I wish to. Okay, so what would we constitute that slide into it as? Just an action?
I'm going to
That'd be
say
attack.
that's your movement and bonus action.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, partial movement, because you've got, like, how much movement?
15 left.
15 left? Okay. Yeah.
I want to grapple it.
Okay.
Bold choice.
Very bold choice. All right,
I
so
wish to pin its arms behind its back so it cannot strike at Rosie.
Oh.
okay. All right. Yeah. Contested strength saves, I'm thinking. Or strength checks rather. Okay, so you try to grab this thing's arm to like twist it behind its back. You cannot move its arm. Yeah, you
Come on!
you shit out a bit of a hemorrhoid trying.
I think I need new shorts.
Well, does he not have advantage on the grappling? Or is that he grappled and he just couldn't?
You know, go ahead and make that strength check again. Yes, you should have advantage. Okay, that's
Well, that's a different story.
well, not really tied because this thing's got a +6 to its strength. So, so still, you can't really move his arm.
At least you didn't get a hemorrhoid.
This is like the arm wrestling thing at the Midway.
Oh yeah, yeah. That dude's gonna fall on my tiger friend,
Okay, Krith, you are up.
Well, first, I'm going to move where I can actually see this fucking thing.
Okay.
And then after that, what spells do I got that'll work on stone?
You could try insulting, calling its mother a piece of granite.
I was thinking about that, but honestly, I don't want it. Is it? I have to use Starry Wisps, which essentially is just an attack cantrip with a that I can roll.
Your father was a mud pie and your mother was a cement drum.
So I rolled a 14 to hit. Not very good.
Nope, not enough, but a little piece of stone does go flying off.
Cool. And as a bonus action,
Stone at Home Depot.
bonus action. What am I gonna do? Yeah, I'm just gonna give. I'll give myself Bardic Inspiration again. Call it a day.
Okay.
I saw what was happening, and I did nothing about it.
Vlad, you are up.
And then I'll. So the first thing I'd like to do is roll perception to see if I can determine any sort of like weak point, eyeballs, or like that.
Okay.
Oh, let's do that.
Okay, with a 12, you feel confident that there is not a weak point.
All right. Well then, let me see what I have in my little bag of tricks here.
Hey, Tim.
Yup.
Whenever it gets to be my turn again, just wondering, is this considered stone or is this considered a creature?
Let me look that up real quick, actually. Let's see. I mean, it's a simple question, yet I can't seem to find a simple answer.
Because, and I can turn back to the other rows anytime I want to, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so what I'm finding is it is considered a construct.
Okay, so I have the spell Stone Shape. Is it immune to that spell or no?
Oh, interesting. No, it is not.
Okay. How wide is it?
It's about 4 or well, no. How wide are you, you bastard? 10 feet wide.
Okay. Don't mind me.
Oh, I won't, but I'm very curious what's going to happen. Keep in mind, you are grappled.
Yeah, this is kind of going to solve that problem if I get to pull it off how I think I can pull it off.
Okay. So, Vlad, what you going to do?
Okay, so I'm thinking about doing two things, and I'm curious about some input on it. So I'm thinking about setting a snare here,
Okay.
and then thinking about using surgical strike to try to get like an eyeball shot on this thing with an explosive bolt, and hopefully infuriating it to fall into the snare.
Okay. Just want to remind you, it is prone. It is currently laying on top of Rose.
Okay, so it's at disadvantage.
Correct.
Okay, so we're going to skip the snare. We're going to use surgical strike, and we're going to attempt to get a shot through the eye.
Okay. You have advantage, and do not forget your fate dice.
Yeah, we'll use a fate dice too. Why not?
Okay.
That's not bad.
Okay. And add the d6. Okay. Alrighty. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah, so you take aim carefully, with prickly armor, and you go ahead and you fire with an explosive round, and let's see, it's another 5 points for fire damage, I believe. Yeah.
Let me double check here. Yeah. No, it's 1d4 against armor, explosive rifle rounds, 2 fire, 5-foot radius, 1d4 against armor.
Okay, roll another d4. Let's see how much damage you do against the armor. Okay. All right. Yeah, so you line up your shot, you fire, it does go true through its eye and explodes when it hits. And you see a good-sized chunk of rock go flying off of its face. Anything else?
I mean, I think I could get another attack, so same thing but different.
Okay. It is at advantage. Not that you need it, because that's definitely a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And with that explosive round, that's another 1d4, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Very nice.
Awesome. Yeah, you are tearing its armor up with these explosive rounds and doing quite a bit of damage. Yeah, you line up the shot, you put another round through its other eye, and yeah, another good piece of stone comes flying off of it.
Right. I like it. Let me see if I want to have the doppelganger do anything. I'm not sure that I do, because I don't think it'd be very effective. Yeah, no, I think the doppelganger is just gonna heal.
Okay. All right. Alaris is going to try to shoot this damn thing. Okay. So that's one hit. He gets 2 attacks. That's going to be 2 hits now. So All right. Cool. Torque, you are up. Well, I bet we lost Torque already. I think it's 9 o'clock his time.
No, I'm right here. My mic was just muted.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
No, we're okay. All right. I'm just going to be safe from where I'm at, but I do got my Breckner.
Okay.
So I'm going to shoot that bad boy at him. I'm going to shoot both rounds.
Do it up.
Just mundanes.
Okay.
So there's the first shot.
Hit.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I ignore that. I hit the wrong one.
Gotcha.
That's the shot.
Okay. Still a hit.
And then there's damage.
Okay.
Second shot.
That's a hit.
Oh, booyah. Oh! That's a nice hit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, those explosive rounds Vlad was shooting into him tore his armor apart.
Beautiful. What is that, 50 total damage right there?
Yep. On the nose.
Oh, yeah. And because I got that gunner feat, I don't have to worry about taking an action to reload.
Nope.
So next turn, if he's still up, I can just do 2 more times.
Okay. It is the statue's turn. Oh, wait. Did you have anything else?
For Milo... Oh, man. What was his movement? Oh, he's got 40 feet. Nah. We'll just leave Milo with me for now.
Okay. All right, so the living statue is going to stand up, releasing Rose from that grapple condition. And it is going to... Let's see. It's going to spear attack Eurypterid for tripping it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure 17 does not hit, does it?
17 does not hit.
Okay. Has a second attack. And even worse. So it misses. Top of the round, Scotty.
Would I be able to lift that statue?
That's a math my own heart right there.
What's your strength again?
My strength is 20 with a +5.
And if he's raging, he gets advantage on strength rolls.
Because my idea is I was basically going to belly-to-belly suplex him onto one of those circular tiles and let it barbecue his head.
Nice.
I'm quite
Let's
happy to
see.
put a fate on that if I need to.
I'm looking into something here. A barbarian with a strength of 20 in D&D 5e can lift up to 600 pounds, according to the game's rules.
Jesus Christ.
If he was a Goliath, it could be more. It'd be more than that.
Yeah.
This is a statue.
So,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I like where you're going with this, and it's not like you're trying to take him very far. You're just trying to basically almost tackle him, really. Just kind of lift him
It's
up
more
off
of
the
a ground
ground.
throw than anything else. It's just...
I got an idea that might make it easier for him.
What's that?
Let me do my attack. Let me do my turn with his. I can stone shape off one of his legs.
Okay.
What stone shape allows me to do is I can. It's like it's designed for using against like not really like walls and stuff, but I could open up a 5 by 5 foot door in stone. So I just want to use it to lop off one of his legs.
Okay.
But I have to turn back into pedal meat.
I will charge you guys two fate dice to do this. And then Scotty, you'll make that strength check with advantage.
Oh god, that's a 13, but I've got a fate on that, so that's a plus. Or potentially another 6.
Yep.
No, 16 total.
Well, go ahead and roll that second fate, because I charged you 2 fate dice for this.
Oh god, that's a 1.
You barely frickin' made it. If it wasn't for Rose lopping that leg off, no way in hell. But you actually did it. So, it comes... Rose, like, takes the leg off using stone shape. You grab it around, like, its calf and lift up. And you don't get it off the ground very much, but you don't have to. It's enough. It loses its balance. It falls over right onto this fire trap, and gout of flame shoots up, and you hear rock like cracking and breaking off, and little pieces of it are just shooting off everywhere. Go ahead and roll. Let's do 6d6 damage.
Who would you prefer to roll that?
How about 3d6 from each of you?
All right.
Sounds fair. 11.
And get the good ones. Okay, 7 for me, so 18.
Okay. And that was really cool. So we're going to actually double that. So we'll subtract another 18. Boom. There we go. And it is prone. There we go.
Dog
Yeah.
pile.
If he would stay on top of me, I was gonna create a door at its neck and stand up.
Nice.
I honestly don't think it's got much of a head left at this point.
I don't think so
No,
either. It's definitely only got one leg.
It definitely
Probably
got
like his
cooked
bottom,
up.
That's it.
All right, Eurypterid, you are up.
So does this mean it re-triggers on the start of his turn because he's still going to be laying on it?
Ooh, interesting thought.
At the start of the next round, yes. Not on his turn, because he hasn't had a turn yet this round. But his next round, yes.
So
Well, even
the
if he
flames have
moves,
gone
he's gonna
out at
trigger
this
it
point.
again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you at least now have a stone leg as a weapon.
Yes, the flames are
out in
out.
an asking competition.
Then I am going to pummel what remains of his head.
Okay.
Unarmed strike. 13.
That's a hit. You do have advantage if you want to try for a nat 20. Okay.
Not a nat
Pretty damn
20.
close.
Yeah, did come close, but go ahead and roll
So-
damage.
25. It's stone, so it won't take any poison. Can't be poisoned. Would it take any poison damage? It wouldn't take any damage at all from the poison.
No, it definitely is immune from the poison.
So that's 25.
Mm-hmm.
My second attack. 15.
Definitely a hit.
21.
Okay.
So 46. And minus 1 key point for flurry of blows.
Okay. That's a hit. Yep.
All right.
Holy shit.
Ooh. There we go. Now we're swinging.
Is that
That's just
right?
one of two.
Yeah, looks right to me. You got another one, because it's Fury of Blows.
Yeah. One more damage roll.
Whew.
That's 37 plus 44, 70, 81.
So what does it look like when you kill this thing?
Well, I do not know how much remains of his head, but I assume that it pretty much crumbles into dust under my repeated blows.
Let's just put it
And
this way.
the
we can grab-
shockwave from my blows sends the dust scattering
I like it.
in the cardinal directions.
I like it.
Scotty holds his breath so he doesn't breathe it in.
Okay. That takes you guys out of initiative.
I just want to stay and finish off this guy. I gotta bounce.
Okay. All right. Have a good one.
Peace out, brothers.
Later.
Night.
Later.
Good night.
Don't let Torque die.
No problem.
Kill him now.
Use Milo. Anyone that swings within 5 feet of him, it's a disadvantage attack.
Define let.
Yes.
Kill him now.
So, do we play paper, rock, scissors to see who gets the piece of the leg?
Peace out, guys.
Later,
Later.
bro. Yeah, you guys can. Let's see.
I'm going back to my puzzle.
Yeah, there's
I have
There's
a feeling
something-
that me adjusting the puzzle is what caused the statue to come to life. Like,
definitely possible.
you move too many tiles without getting the solution, and boom, statue.
Yeah, Scotty's eyeing up this statue that he's standing next to now suspiciously.
Do I need to go preemptively like
Preempt-
Punch it, see what. Punch it, see what happens.
Go
see
for
if
it.
we can destroy the statues.
I wonder if we just smash them up before they activate.
Does anybody have any explosives?
I mean, I got one
Shit,
level 4
we have
spell
an
slot left.
explosive.
Like I said, I can go lop off a leg or lop off its head or 5 foot any direction. I can reshape it however I want, which is just, take off its ankle.
Let me see what I got.
Torque probably has explosives. He usually does. So we'll go ahead and assume he does.
All right, let's see if we can blow one of these
I'm just
statues.
gonna go.
up
I'm just gonna
preemptively.
stand right here, and if this thing budges, I'm chopping off a leg.
Okay.
I love how there's two of us just staring at it paranoid. And it's probably going to be the one in the far corner that activates.
Hey, if it comes alive, we each get a leg this time. We don't have to fight over the leg of the other statue.
Yeah, I'm just
We
gonna
can make
stand
a wish
roughly. I'm just standing roughly in the middle of the group in case something does come alive.
I want to do another investigation on or perception on this sarcophagus and see if I can determine anything else.
Okay.
The dragon head would be about 3 up, in the middle.
So with that 16, you do not really glean any further knowledge from that sarcophagus. It just seems more like a stone cap than an actual burial tomb.
I suspect there's something to this.
I got a feeling that big shiny statue in the other room's just a lid for somewhere else. Because it seems weird to have chains in the ceiling otherwise.
Yeah, we should just climb up the chain and leave.
So the chain is about 40 feet in the air. And again, there's 4 of them. So at each corner of the sarcophagus. But the only part that's really hanging down is a hook and a couple links of the chain. But you can tell that they retract into the ceiling. So if you could reach one, you might be able to pull it down, maybe.
Or there's a switch to work some.
I want to hit the sarcophagus with a warhammer.
Okay, roll an attack for me.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
I feel like this is a bad idea.
I'm doing it anyways. +7.
+7? Man, that's a great attack. So you raise this warhammer above your head, you bring it down, and boom! You put a dent in the sarcophagus. It's a good sized dent. You should feel accomplished.
Okay, I'm going to try again, but this time, instead of hitting it on the top, I want to hit it on the side, towards the bottom, and see if I can knock it over or something like that.
Okay. Give me another attack.
And +7.
Okay. You bring the warhammer up and you golf swing it down. Boom! You dent the sarcophagus.
Did you try opening the lid?
From an investigation check earlier, that you guys determined that there is no lid. It's actually solid.
Oh, okay.
So it's a solid.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Hey, pew 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 pew.
How much does that thing weigh?
Bong. The sound of stone grinding on stone as yet another statue comes to life.
Oh, fucking hell.
I knew it. I
I'm
fucking
gonna
knew it.
burn my last level 4 spell slot and do my action and lop off its right leg.
Well, let me see where it falls in the initiative first. Okay, definitely dead last. Scotty does get the first attack.
Right, well, I'm going to put a fate on this one, and I'm just going to go with my great axe and go straight for the neck.
Straight for the neck. Okay.
So that plus a fate, so that's 23 to hit.
You do hit it in the neck. Go ahead and roll some damage.
37 damage.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see. You're going for the neck. 37 damage. That's quite a bit of damage. Yeah. Let's do 37 times 3. 111 damage. How's that sound?
Jesus.
That sounds
Even
good.
better.
That sounds good. I'll save me a spell slot probably.
And I've still got another attack if we're going turn-based.
Yep. Okay, go for it.
This one's not fated, though, unfortunately.
Yep. You guys are out of fate dice.
Yep, that ain't gonna hit.
Nope. That will not.
And for my bonus action, I'm gonna rage because I've got a feeling I know exactly who he's going for first.
Okay.
I hope he did not see what I did to his friend.
All right. Now it's Rose's turn.
Is it still alive?
It is still alive.
Okay, instead of lopping off its leg, how wide would you say its throat is?
I would say its throat is probably about 3.5 to 4 feet wide.
So yeah, any direction I could open up stone 5 feet, I'm gonna go ahead and cut its throat by touching it.
Okay.
Just don't end up under it this time.
So you have to touch it where you want to cut it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So can I touch it with Thorn Whip?
I mean that is a touch. Yeah, make an attack roll for me.
15. Wait, sorry, that's a 9. 18.
18?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's close enough. Its AC is 21, but I'm going to go ahead and give that to you. So the Thorn Whip lashes out and drags across its throat, which at first doesn't seem to do any damage until the head just rolls off and the stone body slumps over. Give me a dex save to see if you get out of the way or if you get pummeled with rocks.
12.
That's enough. You do get out of the way.
I'm just going to look over at the barbarian and, tip my head.
Hey, well done, lad. You're not underneath it. I'll give you that.
All right.
If I do that again, I got to start upcasting.
Right, so we're going to get teeth in. Right, lads, so which is your guess for which one's next?
I would imagine it's the one in the corner.
Yeah, that'd be my fucking guess.
Alright, let's go get ready then. Robert, thank you.
If anybody check and see if Thorpe's got some landmines we can just put at his feet.
I'd like to preemptively attack.
No landmines that I know of. Vlad, you want to preemptively attack? Okay, go for it.
Do it. Okay, so yeah, I'd like to use the Warhammer. Do I need to roll for attack or?
Yes, but you do it with advantage.
Okay, I'd like to specifically aim for the head.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
No, that's a good roll. But go ahead and roll it again.
I'd be
Roll it
happy
again.
with a 19.
Okay. Yeah, so 19 being the highest. Almost a crit. Okay, so you're aiming for the head. Roll damage for me.
This is gonna be +7.
Alright. So
Man, natural 20? I mean, that's not bad.
not bad at all. Let me turn the music down first off. That one got loud. We're also going to change the music because you guys aren't in initiative right now. So 27 times 3. So 81 points of damage. Okay, you ripped a rid. You back to work on that puzzle, or what's going on over there?
I don't think I want to touch it anymore.
Maybe we should destroy these statues.
Let me do
prior.
some measurements real quick. Okay. Yeah. All right. Can y'all move Torque and all y'all get out of the way of the middle of that sarcophagus?
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Yeah.
He's gonna go nuclear.
So let me get out of the way too. I want to upcast to level 5, erupting earth, dead center of that sarcophagus, and I kind of want to cave in that floor, take the sarcophagus and all those statues around it, just drop them to the basement if there's a basement.
I feel like there might be treasures hidden.
Oh
but
my god.
I'm not opposed to it.
I mean,
Oh,
they have to make
Sure.
they have to make a deck save. So
which is an automatic fail because they're not animated right now.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I think.
Stone isn't known for its dexterity.
So I'm trying to figure out how many D12. So it's 3D12. It goes to 5D12.
You can
20
roll
foot-
it if you want to. You don't have to.
Okay, good then.
Okay.
I like when I don't have to roll.
Okay. So here's what happens. You upcast it on the sarcophagus, and the sarcophagus practically just freaking explodes, revealing
Gold.
revealing stairs beneath it.
This whole entire time, I could have just done that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You circumvented the slide puzzle. These statues were going to keep animating every 5 minutes in real time until the puzzle was solved, regardless if you kept working on it or not.
Very tricky.
Oh, they'd have run out of statue.
I just got tired of spending spell slots.
See, I can barely do a 3x3 fucking slide puzzle, let alone a 5x5. I would be fucked with this.
I can't even do regular puzzles. I don't know.
My
New
next
rule: after 5 minutes, I just try a random spell at something.
my next step was going to be to investigate the tiles to see if I could pick them up and move them like a
Yeah, I was
peeling off
thinking
the
the
Rubik's
exact same
Cube
thing.
stickers.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
I mean, I can use stone shape to block triggers and like remold tiles and things like that, but there's just too many for me to use it for that. So I was like, but wait, that statue, it's made of stone.
Oh my god. You have no idea how many hours I put into that fucking slide puzzle. Just to be circumvented by a spell.
At least we attempted it.
And I appreciate that. Thank you.
Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad.
Oh god, that is so perfect. Okay, awesome.
Just to be a dick. No, I can't do it. I was going to say, just to be a dick, I slide one of the tiles over, but I can't interact with them anymore.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I exploded the sarcophagus, so there was nothing in it. It was just a door.
Yep, it was just hiding the staircase down.
Literally, I could have just walked up and stone shaped that and just opened the door to that, like, as soon as we walked in the room, if we would have known what it was.
Uh-huh.
That's some bullshit.
Well, we had a damn good fight, so I'm happy enough.
You could also just stone shape the ground beneath us and find a hole we could have jumped in.
Yeah.
Just jump down to the lower level.
I was about to just collapse that whole section underneath and just like heck with it.
Say goodbye to your stone puzzle.
Have Druid gets evil.
All right. Assuming you guys go down the stairs, oh god, you find yourselves in what initially appears to be a natural cavern, carved out by probably a millennia of underground water, but it's all dried up now. So,
are we sure about that? Let me see if I got any water spells.
They have millennials in this world?
yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh's going to pop out the puzzle.
This world was created by a millennial.
All right, I hate to be that guy, but I'm like, I got one level 5 spell slot, one level 6, and pretty much all thing I got now is like 3s to use. So if we could take a long rest, now would be a good time, I think, because I'm tapped out.
Agreed.
I don't particularly need it, but I tend to agree. I mean, I could do with me 2 rage back.
Okay, so long rest it is. You guys doing the tiny hut as usual, I assume?
Yes, I prefer tiny hut.
Okay. Is Ryan still with us, or did he fall asleep? Just got to give you shit, bro.
I'm gonna kill something. It may be myself, but I'm killing something.
You better not fall asleep.
That's how you guys end up in a fight again.
Yeah. Apparently because of my anniversary, I missed some good stories from last session.
So Ryan fell asleep in the last 30 minutes of the game. So I took over his character, and that's how he wound up just walking up to the head Goliath, wanting to just bitch slap him then and there.
So
he was a punk. He was a bitch.
So that's why I had to stick a shotgun in a Goliath's ear. Okay.
Yep.
Hey, he died.
All mouth and no action, the way they always are.
Yeah.
If only that Goliath had been made of stone.
All right, so you guys, you pop the tiny hut. You guys get a long rest in. Good to go. Nothing exciting ever happens in a tiny hut unless there's some sneaky spoon action. So
that happens.
That's only if Doc's involved and some other things.
Doc or Alaris, or Doc and Alaris.
All right, so I get all my good stuff back. Yay.
Yep. Everybody gets their good stuff back. Everybody sleeps well.
I gotta calculate how many new spells I get to learn at level 11 because I know I get more than just the one I picked up.
You should already be a level 11.
I did, but I didn't know going into this that I had leveled up, so I didn't prepare for level 11. All I did was just did my hit points and picked up one level 6 spell slot spell.
Got ya.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
All right, well,
Set it on fire.
Set the whole world on fire.
well, I have
Just
ideas. I have one. We could stealth out send out the stealthy person to scout, or I can use my wildfire spirit and send it out to scout.
Also
I do
super
have my
stealthy, so I could
invisibility
scout.
back.
I am super stealthy in scouting. I also have a lot of ways of retreating.
Okay, so 30 feet out away from the party, scout, and then yell back and move up, and 30 feet leapfrog. Sound good?
Also,
Sure.
Alaris can shadow step 300 feet. So,
Yeah, that's a little too far from the party.
well,
Why is it every time I try to measure my distance, my measurements come from a different location? What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm having the same issue though.
I mean, seeing how I think the farthest spell I have is 120 feet, him 300 feet away is kind of a...
Yeah, it's a little far, but he could quickly and efficiently scout it all out and come back to report.
I'd say I also have some spells that could help me with my stealth, if I remember correctly. Or some features. Like Bardic Inspiration. Oh, that reminds me. I need to roll a d12 for one of my things.
Oi, no cheating with the Displacer Beast.
I never would.
No cheating with... Yeah, definitely do not make a Displacer Beast your mistress.
Okay, so I guess
I've already done that.
So Alaris is going to be like, all right, well, I can pop in, I can check things out for y'all, and then come back and let you know what I see.
Sounds like a plan.
I can do the same.
Yeah, but how do we know if he gets died or not?
Oh,
Wait,
Well, if he comes back, he didn't die.
Did I pick up? Hold on. If I remember correctly, I did. I picked up message. So I can actually send, as long as I'm within 120 feet, I can send messages silently to someone else in the party.
okay. And Alaris is going to look at you. He's going to be like, dude, I'm a level 11 rogue. I'm fucking indestructible. And then he's going to flip you guys off and fall back into a shadow and disappear.
Okay.
Well,
Squishy boy don't know he's squishy. Okay, we're in trouble.
Remind him of that the next time he wants healing.
So yeah, I think I'm just going to continue to slowly stealth quietly forward.
Well, search for traps.
Okay. You do not get the sense that there's any traps where you are at right now.
No, I think we are close to the Forge of Legend.
Oh,
And
there's
I
another
base that-
statue over there.
Base that on absolutely nothing.
My source? I made it the fuck up.
Sounds about right.
Do I need to open a wall again?
Nope. As you approach this wall, so over here, here we go. Over here and over here are open passageways, And what's in front of you, right, meow, that is a very decorative bronze, gold, silver, and stone wall decor, I guess. It's
Joel.
It's like a 4-point star with a hammer diagonally behind it on one side and a sword diagonally behind it on the other.
If it doesn't have a switch to open it, I want to ram it.
There is no switch that you see.
No.
All right, stand back, lads. I'm going to take a run up at it, and I'm going to go head first into it. Just ram the thing, see if I can shift it.
Probably not a good fucking idea.
Give me an attack roll.
He's gonna
Probably
have
want just a D20.
Okay.
16.
All right. Give me a Constitution save.
How much does it knock me loopy, and can anybody tell?
Okay, good to go. All right, so you charge at this thing full steam ahead and wham, just headbutt this freaking statue, this wall decor. It doesn't hurt you or anything. I mean, hell, you're a goat kith. You ram things all the time. It's fun. So yeah.
The greeting where I come from.
But you do not move it. You do not damage it.
I just wanted that scene where it just slowly starts to creak and then falls backwards.
What metal is this made out of again?
Bronze, gold, silver, and stone.
Okay, so what parts, like the gold's got a pretty low melting temperature, right?
I believe it's around 1400 degrees, isn't it?
For gold, it's not. No, gold's not that.
I don't think gold's that much.
Yeah, gold's. Yeah, I'm about to search that.
Yeah, so am I, actually.
Gold would be about the same as lead. Yeah, very solid.
Really?
Silver and bronze.
Melting point of gold.
Yeah,
1064 degrees Celsius, which is 1947 degrees Fahrenheit.
Silver's
So
190. Silver's only 196.
That's the temperature of my shits.
How hot do you think a firewall would be?
Well, if you use fire to melt gold and silver, it depends how long it's in contact, but it should melt.
Because
Thought
firewall
maybe
lasts up to 10 minutes as long as I maintain concentration.
maybe we don't have to burn it down. Maybe there's like a secret, like, knob or something. Maybe we could just investigate it.
I'm trying to melt it down for, profit.
Fair enough.
I mean, I've been a murder hobo. Can I not be a loot goblin?
No, I don't have any objection to that, but maybe there's an easier way. So with a perception of 24...
Yeah, with a perception of 24, you actually see right below where Scotty headbutted, or I'm sorry, right above where Scotty headbutted, there is just a little gold star that's kind of protruding out a little bit, and it looks like you can push it in.
Okay, someone put your dick in it.
God damn it.
Okay, if you push that and it doesn't spit out gold coins, then you stop me from melting out all the gold and silver and making a profit.
Headbutt right here, and let's see what happens.
Am I headbutting again?
Yeah, go
right
for
here,
it.
right
Somebody
here.
else doing it. So that's why just a regular old attack roll.
Yep. But now you know where you're aiming, so do it with advantage.
17.
Okay. Well, 17's what you needed this time. So, oh my gosh. So yeah, you go full bore, headbutt this thing, ram it, and you hit it right where you're supposed to. In fact, you have a little star-shaped mark in your forehead where it passed between your horns. But
I might want to start wearing a hat.
you go cross-eyed for half a second and shake your head, and your eyes go back to normal. And nothing seems to happen, but after just a second, you hear click and the rumble of stone against stone as this door does begin to open up. And behind it, I'm not gonna be able to do all that. Behind it is Alaris. Just standing there. He's like, "Hey, what took you guys so long?"
How the fuck did you get in here?
That's the Shadow Step, man. It's that armor I've got. And I looked around.
Otherwise you'd be fucked.
Do what?
It's a good thing we found you, otherwise you'd be fucked.
No,
Could you get that door open?
I mean, I couldn't really find a way to open the door or nothing, but I didn't really look either. I was too busy walking around looking in here. This place is pretty dope, but it's empty. This is definitely the forge, though. It's right in the center.
Is this statue I'm standing next to made out of anything that's valuable?
Not really. Yeah, it's just plain steel and stone.
Is it going to come alive and attack him?
Give me a perception check.
Kill it anyways.
And break it up. Use it for firewood.
Me too.
Nope, you feel very confident that it is not going to come alive. And,
Can I check and see if there's any levers that might open up a secret passage, or should I just go erupting Earth?
I mean,
Fuck it.
you can do whatever you want to do. Yeah, if you want to give me a perception check for levers or anything.
Yeah, I'm going to try to perceive for levers.
Okay.
Erupting Earth is now a banned spell in this world.
That would be 15. I literally rolled my passive. That's hilarious.
You do not see any levers.
I'm just going to start yanking on arms and stuff.
Okay. And Alaris is going to be like, oh, by the way, throughout this place, there seems to be, these really lightweight molds. I think they might be made out of that Starfall ore. You guys still have all that Starfall ore we found, right?
The what?
What?
Also, I'm just thinking this was before I joined.
It was before you joined, but the party would have cut you in on it. So
let me check my inventory here.
Everybody should have one Starfall ore left, I believe.
I've got
Even
3.
those of us who didn't even know we had it.
Yeah, so the guys that are new to the party, I'm kind of hand-waving it, that at some point in your lives, you found a chunk of ore that originated from the Starfall Scars. The Starfall Scars, for those who have not been following along, are a place along the cold coast where, like a millennia ago, a comet coming into the atmosphere broke apart and into meteors because it came into the atmosphere and crashed into the Earth and hit with such velocity that and at such an angle that they actually went deep into the Earth, creating a tunnel system, which over the time, through water erosion, cave-ins, etc., went from being just big old tunnels to actually being more like underground passageways with twists and turns and several different levels.
Speaking of which, haven't we been mining the shit out of that for like months now?
Yep. But you guys have never made it back to actually collect any of that profit.
Bullshit.
Is there any kind of torches or anything along the wall?
Nope, no torches, no sconces. It's like this place hasn't been opened in years. What you do find are cobwebs.
Those burn, right?
For about half a second.
I would like to light a torch and see if there's any wind affecting it, because that might indicate a way out.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you light up your torch, and there is no wind effect.
Let me see what I have as far as spell list.
Well, seeing as I've now got a lit torch, I'm going to go into this room and illuminate some shit.
Yeah, I'm just going to follow him.
Okay, let me give you some light.
I'm going to use produce flame as well.
So I hate to be the party pooper,
Yeah?
but I need to get going to bed here soon too.
Yeah.
Me probably as well. It's 5 a.m.
Yeah, all good. It is that time, so. All right, we will call it here and pick up where we left off in 2 weeks. So, we will. Oh, nope, that's July 4th. That's not going to work.
Yeah, I'm going to be out of town.
Yep. I imagine most of us will. So we'll skip that one and reconvene July 18th.